Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for choosing to watch my video, and if you would subscribe it, like it, all that stuff, that'd be great. Otherwise, enjoy the video, and I hope it gives you the information you need and is helpful to you. Take care. So I do get a lot of comments with people saying I have saved them a lot of money, and I do get questions, hey, can I send you some money somehow? And now there is a way, if you so choose, called fan funding. You'll find it on the channel page right there. 1991 Buick Lesabre with electronic touch climate control, so this is a little different. Heater core replacement. It's got this box assembly, probably is the difference than regular guy's stuff. It's got a lever on here. It fits right here. You can snap it out of this little holder. It's got a little lever here. You can pull that back a little bit. This will actually drop out down below. You can see I have the electricals all still connected and the vacuum lines are all connected. There's the heater core, 2 bolts, probably 7mm. This is what I've been using. Little gun, swivel, extension, and a 7mm. Here's the cover. 2 screws, one there and one there. So it sits in there like that, and you just pull it off to the side and slide it out and drop it down. So you've got some grooves and channels. And make sure you fit those back in place when you're putting it back in. Just pull out. Heater core's out. I'm not sure on this vehicle you have to do everything they were talking about. I took 4 screws out of the bottom here for the glove box. It's laying right over there. To me it looks like if you get the glove box out of the way, everything can be done right through here. So we're going to clean this up a little bit before we put the new one in. Cover, got a screw here, a screw there. Kind of fits nicely into a slot. This controller assembly, which you may or may not have depending on, I guess, your temperature control, as we talked a little bit about. It's got a screw here, a screw here, and one down there. So we just kind of flip this back up into its hole, I believe. And basically like that. We'll put our screws in and we'll reattach our shaft right there. And again, I was using a swivel right here, a little tricky. Take it to that back one. Back there, but it's possible over here on this side. And for yourself, if you got the 2 bottom ones here, you could probably leave that one off, I bet, but we'll put all 3 on, of course. There's my setup. I got my 1/4 inch swivel on there. There's a screw back there. So I got it started, and I was able to reach up here with my hand and put the screw in the hole, and then reach in there and put the socket on there. So we'll just tighten that up, and I do recommend all 3 because it's a little floppy even with the 2 screws. So do all 3 for sure. And we can reattach this, bring it over here. Just like that. Plastic, pull this off. And we'll pull it up. There. Reattached. There's this panel in the way here. It's got some kind of nut on here. This is probably not original, so take the nut off here and you can pull it out. Also has maybe a clip you're supposed to push in there, but mine are missing on this already. So yeah, there's going to be one here and one there. You can see on the thingy it's got some thingies there. Right down here, heater core tubes, pain in the butt. Recommend a pry bar and the special tool here that latches onto the clamps. And then you can squeeze it, and it'll collapse the clamp, making it easier to take off. And then I used a pry bar and pried them off, and it seems to have worked. I still see one is down there, so we can slide them off and slide them on and use a special tool to get to them. So that's what I recommend, using the right tools for this job, because it is a pain in the butt right there. So here's the 2 hoses on the heater core. I've replaced the spring type clamps with worm type drive here clamps. That's kind of what I recommend you probably do. Just make things easier on yourself. Not too bad of access. A little tricky, but you can do it. And in the glove box, I'm going to go back a little bit. I think probably to take the glove box out really only. Take this lower shield out, 7mm bolts here. You may or may not have anything attaching these studs here. And then underneath there's 4 glove box screws. Take the screws out, take the glove box out. You can see these little fingers hold on here, not a huge deal. And then you'll have access to the things we've already shown you. This video's kind of chopped up a little bit, but there you go. I think that's really all you need to do on this vehicle. I don't think you have to take anything else apart. And then we're going to fill it up. Make sure you fill it up with a nice 50-50 mix of coolant. Run it for 5 or 6 minutes, and put the heat on vent here, or put it on heat so you can feel some heat coming out. And after about 5 minutes you should feel heat, warmth. If you don't, you may want to check for air pockets, but it should work out okay. And shut it off if you don't feel heat, and try and add some more coolant. I'm going to put our coolant right in there in the radiator cap. Push down and turn to tighten, push down, turn it off. So there's that. And this cover just kind of slips on here, tucks in here. It's a little tricky. One hand. But I think you get the idea. Something like that. So I hope I've given you a decent view of doing the heater core on your Buick Lesabre for you.